So yeah, don't expect everything to just be, you can do as you please, step in and go ahead with it, because that's the mistake that Donna made. She assumed that Wendy would have no problem with Donna contributing, taking over a bit the first support group, but it was quite a valuable thing to Wendy. It was very personal. She ran the support group because it helped herself, because she felt she was doing something. She was having a very hard year, and so she got very upset when somebody sort of threatened her group, threatened to take it over from her. So she flipped out. This is the kind of thing that you have to be prepared for, sensitive to. We are dealing with and responsible for very stressed out people. Um, that's another issue is as people come in, how do you deal with people who don't really belong to the group? We haven't had to deal with that yet, but we're about to open it up a bit, let some new people in, and we're anticipating one person we know from the first group that a few of us find quite irritating. How do we deal with that? Um, it also brings up the issue of, inviting people in, advertising. How many people do you want to come in? Do you want to deal with 40 new people each time, or do you want to just, invite people that you know and the people that you've already gotten in touch with, the people that they know, just word of mouth, and then it spreads very slowly. Um, Possibly the group won't really grow fast enough to be effective. You might only have two or three people for half a year or a year, which might be enough, um, of course. Hi, so day two. I had finished this up yesterday on Sunday, but obviously I failed to hit the record button, so I lost the last part of it. I'll have to do it again to try to remember what I said yesterday. Just watching it a bit now. I don't know if it'll be much help. Pretty much just turned on the camera and started rambling randomly. Um, hopefully you get something out of it. Um, I think I wrote down most of what I went over yesterday, so I'll probably just read it off my list. Um, I might repeat some stuff. I haven't watched all of it. I don't know what I did and didn't get in the previous parts. I guess I'll edit that out if I get to editing. Uh, so I think the last thing I mentioned was the agenda, longevity. I might not have got the book club part, as far as strategies for keeping a group going long term. Um, I should be able to find you a link to a website. Donna, I think I already explained who she is. She found a website. For some reason, I think better with my hands on top of my head. I don't know why, but um, she found a website by a group of people who have managed a support group for a long time, and they say it's because they had basically a book reading element. They would read books and then come back to the group and then discuss them. And they've kind of spread it around. Other groups have tried it, and it's worked for them too. Because a lot of groups may have already said, uh, stop running. They just shut down for whatever reason, and these groups seem to last. So that's something we're looking at trying. Um, I did want to just say that obviously I learned a lot um, from attending the support groups. I was going to the first support group for a few years, um, and then I've been doing the second support group for a year now, and I've definitely picked up on a lot of things that have helped me to manage better. So I do think it's worth it. The other thing I wanted to mention was that it can be a lot of responsibility, um, more than you might expect, because suddenly you're responsible for these people. They expect they're expecting you to run the group. You don't have to, but you feel obligated once you take that responsibility. And now and then, of course, like with anything, um, it does take more energy than you really have to spare at that time. So that's just something to keep in mind. Uh, it may be important for you to try to share the responsibility of the group. If you've got like a few good people together who are willing and able to help run the group, then it might be good not to take it all on yourself. Get them involved. Um, just try not to overburden yourself with it. Um, Otherwise, if it's really just you running it, it's quite a big commitment if you're going to keep doing it long term. So at that point, you might want to, you might be better off with just a group for a little while, like half a year, kind of exchange some ideas, keep in touch afterwards. But it doesn't have to be a permanent group, right? Right. I just said let me know if you think this is helpful because I'm sure I've left out a lot. There's more I could go into. If you have any specific questions or anything you're wondering about, anything you're working on, if this is helpful at all, I can make another part to it. Think about it and see what else I can come up with. But yeah, it's a fun idea. I mean, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's not too difficult to do. There's a little more to think about than you expect, but it is pretty simple. Just to get some people together and just share experiences, quite unique experiences of chronically ill people, and exchange all the information. We've got a pretty good group of people, particularly in the second group. People who go and try stuff, they research, they find out all this information. We all do. Nobody can get it all, so you get together and you share all that, and you come up with a lot more, a lot to figure out with chronic fatigue. I'm sure it's exactly the same with dysautonomia or anything else. Um, I don't know if there's anything else that I said yesterday that I'm not going to say today, but yeah, I hope things are going well for you, and take care. And now I will confirm that this has actually been recording.